All right, so going into the last end, I think I'm gonna put this at the beginning of the video too. Sorry guys for the pity party I was having today. At the end of the day, it's archery. But when you know you can do better, you wanna do better. And action. All right, thank you guys for tuning in to another video. For those that do not know who I am, which is definitely plenty of you, my name is William Alderman. I am here to pursue archery and try to just be a little bit better one day at a time. With that being said, today's topic is shooting a 30x30 game on a mini Vegas face, which are meant for like close yardage shooting, but I am shooting it at 20 yards in the corner of my house to the other corner. Those that have watched, you guys already know what's going on here, but I figured I might as well explain since I have so many new users per video. That being said, there are some other things that we are going to talk about. It's not going to be pure just shooting. I have two updates. One, I'll give the full update right now. I do have the actual TSO footage downloaded, and I got all that edited and chopped up, so that will be dropping next Monday. But then I also had a local shoot this past Saturday that I'm gonna give a quick update on as well. Had some downer moments, and I'll explain those and kind of where I placed. But as I said, this is all about tracking the journey of what I'm doing inside of archery. And so I figured I might as well put it all on film for you guys, those that are interested in following the journey. And for those that are following, I appreciate you. With all that being said, I think we've done enough talking. So let's get into the actual video of shooting. End one. We'll see how this goes. And don't follow through like that. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we won't. Technically, we have some practices to like throw away, so we'll see. Yep, see, we're throwing that one away. That was just our practicing. That being said, no more takebacks. This has to full send. Also, I know this was like the 30x30 game, but that was like when I was actually shooting, and I was shooting like really good. Recently, it's been kind of hard to find time or make time because there's just, the summer's coming up, got a lot of camps I'm prepping for. But that being said, no excuses today. I got to drill the freaking middle, and so that's what we're going to try to do. But the goal today is not a 30x30. It is just a clean 300 game. However we do that, with the X count being whatever it is, the main score is the main score that we're actually focusing on. So end one, first one was practicing. Thanks for understanding. That was hanging low. We'll see. That's a heck of a way to get started. Just throw it away, why don't you? Well, $2.99 is the best that we can do, but we're gonna keep this show on the road. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Oh, we got it. Hey, XX10. No freaking way. You gotta be kidding me. All right, as you guys can tell, there was no footage on those first two ends, but it's paper. You guys can see the holes. They're somewhere on this whole shebang. So that being said, we're just gonna be picking it up right from where we left off because I don't have time to run it back, even though I kind of want to. So, in three. That's into three. In four. Into four. In five. Oh my gosh. Well, this is when it all falls apart, I guess. I was in 5. All right, so that was X to 9, and now it is time to give an update. I was a little bit more frustrated on that last shot because I thought I threw an 8. Still not happy about the 9, but a lot happier when I got to target. That being said, I shot this past weekend. It was a local shoot. I knew about it with about 4 days leading up to it, so I had plenty of time to actually prepare. That being said, I did not prepare. I did not shoot. I was like, dude, I'm good. I know I can shoot. I'm gonna be good. Anytime I put a big target up at home, I shoot 300s. And that's not me like being overly cocky or anything like that. That's literally what it was. I have a few texts just with me messaging my brother where I was like, man, like sometimes when I'm always shooting at these, I forget that the bigger targets are a little bit more forgiving. So I think like I went into that with that same type of mentality where I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Just gotta shoot relatively clean, but as long as I shoot clean, X count will take care of itself. I get there and we used Vegas scoring, not Lancaster scoring. And so then I'm like, oh wait, I love my X count. I love the X, like Lancaster counting as 11. That gives me an extra cushion because I do tend to hit some nice X counts, if you will. But all that being said, man, like I crapped the bed. I shot a 297 with 24 X's. And I don't mean that like as crap in the bed, like as in it's a bad score. I'm not like terribly mad about the score, but I know that I'm capable of doing better. And so that's kind of the bigger frustrating part for me. But at the end of the day, it ended up grabbing me second. The guy that won ended up shooting a 298 with, can't remember exactly what his X count was, but I do remember I was like, oh, well, at least I beat him on the X count. But he was shooting skinnies, and so he just had a really good day. I lost to a guy that was having a really good day. So at the end of the day, I can't be mad at the overall results because I know what I was putting into it, which is just that reminder for me when it comes down to it, dude, you got to shoot your shot. You can't show up thinking that it's just going to accidentally happen. Oh, I am a good shooter. No, like you have to prepare, you have to be ready and mentally be locked in. Honestly, I showed up to shoot. I didn't know if anybody was even going to be there because, as I said, this was like a very random pop-up type of competition. We don't have a lot of competitions around here, but hopefully we have a lot more, and hopefully I get that experience a lot more. But all that being said, definitely disappointed in the overall result, but it is what it is. You kind of live and you learn, and that's my lesson. Don't get comfortable thinking that it's a local thing and it is just going to magically happen. At the end of the day, you still have to shoot every single arrow. I started off literally super clean, and I just crapped the bed about halfway through and just dropped about 3 9s total throughout the whole thing. And so, yeah, all that being said, got to keep it clean, got to do better. And so we're going to finish this with the best score that I can do. It's not looking like the prettiest target, but it's getting the job done. I'm not terribly mad at it, but we're going to see how we finish up the back 5. So stay tuned. Let's get it. All right, in number 6, I'm holding the bow. Give me a break. All right. In number 8, here we go. That felt perfect, and I just skied that. I'm acting like I am surprised. Like at the end of the day, when you don't shoot, things get sporadic randomly, and you think you felt something, but you really didn't. It's my fault. I need to be shooting my bow. The bow. Anyways, in 9, we're coming to an end. All right, so going into the last end, I think I'm gonna put this at the beginning of the video too. Sorry guys for the pity party I was having today. At the end of the day, it's archery. But when you know you can do better, you want to do better. And so I don't feel like I was doing better today. So it is what it is, but we're gonna finish on top and kill this last end. 10th and final end. Full send, last arrow. All right, well, whatever the score is, it's popping up right here. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I truly, truly appreciate it. Today was not a great day, but it is what it is. And trust and believe that when I get this game way better on camera, that's gonna be a fantastic day. Because right now, it is super annoying, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna keep on getting better, one arrow at a time. I hope you do the same. William Alderman is out. Peace. All right, so I was thinking about last night. So today's Monday. I shot Sunday last night for the 30x30, and I thought this was like a really important thing to actually put out there for whoever it's for. Great, but the main thing is I was really, really disappointed in my actual performance when I was shooting, and it's like, who cares? It's for YouTube. This is like, nobody, no money's on the line, no nothing actually matters. So like, why are you actually stressing this thing? But then it came down to me mentally just thinking about like, man, because I want to be better. Like I actually want to get better. And I feel like I did trash. And then I actually sat back and I actually looked at my score. Now my score ended up actually beating my last best score on camera. So it's like, what are you actually complaining about? And I think this is the idea that just lives in my head where it's like, man, I just want to be perfect. I want to get everything exactly like my standard is perfect. And I think it's so important just to kind of keep a level head and just remember it's one shot at a time. Now my X count was down, which is up for a whole nother debate in regards to like what matters most. Like, is it your X count or is it your actual total score? Because at the end of the day, you miss a 10. In a lot of places, you're not in the running anymore, and X counts are the tiebreakers. And so at the end of the day, I think it's definitely remembering like, yeah, like I want to beat the Jamie Lutz, the Bodie Turners, the Kyle Douglases, like all of those things. But then I have to remember like legitimately, I'm an at-home warrior. Like I don't get the time to kind of practice and compete with those guys. I've prioritized other things in my life, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna pursue the best that I can be at this archery thing. But those that are out there kind of sharing that same type of thought process as me, man, like just stay encouraged, take it one arrow at a time. And at the end of the day, utilize the time that you have decided to actually give to the sport, and be the best that you can be and be at peace with that. But also don't grow like complacent with the idea of you are like stationary and whatever it is. And it might be outside of archery. There might be some other things in your life that you're pursuing. And so not to make this a whole motivational speech for the outro of the video, but did want to throw this on the back end of the video to say like, man, pursue something, be passionate about something, but don't let it ruin your day. You know, it's not worth it. But definitely let it fuel the fire for the next time you get to shoot or whatever said thing is. So all that being said, be better. William Alderman is actually officially out. Peace.